Musician Stanley House, a member of the group Bones Thugs and Harmony, is in jail tonight after being arrested
at the House of
on
Blues.
stage.
A Bone Thugs and Harmony concert cut short after sheriff's deputies bust a member of the group. Stanley House,
a member of the group Bone Thugs and Harmony, facing a judge. We have the exclusive backstage video moments before it all went down.
We out here and back in the land, you know what I'm saying? Big Flesh with Lil Lay, Studios, Craig Wish, Bone Thugs and Harmony live band tour, East 1990 Eternal tour. You know, we've been going hard, man. It's been fun. We're back in the land right now and everything. We're getting it in good right now. Real hard, real hard.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You know, Mopacino with Flesh Bone holding it down in Cleveland, Ohio. You know what
Indeed.
it is.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. I know some things happened to you when for the first time you came to Cleveland with the Cleveland cops and stuff like that, man. Do you want to explain yourself and tell the people what it really was? And you know, and I know you did, you know, time and shit like that for when you were younger and stuff like that. But yeah, just tell the people what it really is. And I know you're on your positive shit. I know you're doing everything positive right now and trying to do everything right. And I respect you and I respect everything you do. You know what I'm saying? And you are a legend in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? I was telling that to Busy too. I was interviewing Busy not too long ago too. So. And I respect everything y'all do, man. If you want to explain yourself about what happened to the House of Blues, when was that? About a year ago? Almost?
Almost like 4 months ago.
Yeah, about 4 or 5. Back in March.
Back in March.
Back in March, man.
It's a pleasure and it's an honor, you know what I'm saying? You know, much respect and love to Busy Bone, you know what I'm saying? That's always in the mix and always in the fold and everything. That's my little bro forever. He ain't never out of Bone Thugs.
That's what's up.
Understand that first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep rocking and doing what we do best and everything. You know, we're back in the land and everything, and that's that. Last time we was back in the land, about 3-4 months ago, it was an altercation that went down.
They took you right on stage and shit like that. And then the news.
It was this extravaganza, man. It's like something that you wouldn't believe. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was like
9 years, 10 years, you know.
Across the stage, it was like
in front of your fans,
bounty hunters and everything, and a misunderstanding because of a warrant and everything, and it took that kind of an extravaganza to go down just to understand that, hey, Flesh, you got a warrant, we need to get this rectified.
Right.
We had to turn into a circus in order to get the truth to come to the light at the end of the day.
The end of the day.
What's happened, nonetheless, it's a short story, you know what I'm saying, but most of all, you know what I'm saying, you know, we did that, you know what I'm saying, we was at the House of Blues, it was, you know, of course, we back.
And they grabbed, and didn't you think, weren't you insulted when they grabbed you in front of your fans, man? They couldn't just wait until you were done and then maybe sorted that out like that?
Not only did they grab me in front of my fans, it was my family, my nieces, my nephews,
your kids,
my grandparents.
We're backstage at the House of Blues before and after. A rapper is cuffed in front of fans and put behind bars.
So it was something a little bit deeper than, you know what I'm saying, where how you can mismanage a situation, because they could have easily got in touch with me.
Easily.
And said, okay, Mr. House, you got to clear up this altercation, this situation. Come on in, turn yourself in real easy. I would have did myself.
Right.
Like in any other situation where it may happen, where, okay, I show up, okay, I heard
they made
guys, it's a, you know.
Right, they made it look like you were trying to run away from the warrant when you didn't even know, when you didn't even realize, you forgot.
As you see, Bone Thugs is really, really, really off the hook when it comes to the show.
Of course.
You don't never know what's going on during the duration of a Bone Thugs and Harmony show.
No, you don't.
So they misinterpreted some things. We weren't even halfway through the show.
Right.
And they came up there and did what they did. You know
and that was really upsetting, man. A lot of fans were upset. A lot of people were really on your side for that, because, you know, that didn't make sense at all, man. That I feel like that they're just on some hating and show off shit, man. Because like you said, they could have just contacted you or contacted your family and said, he got.
See, here's the twist. I was on parole. They could have called my parole officer.
Right.
Even before they let me out of the prison, they supposed to do worldwide checks to determine whether or not you have warrants in any county throughout the world.
Right.
I had no warrants nowhere. so they let me out of prison. As a matter of fact,
There you go. That's what I was saying.
They held me 3 days
Yeah,
extra in prison to determine whether or not I had warrants throughout the U.S. or worldwide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which came up a negative, so they let me go.
They let you go because
They could have gotten in touch with my parole officer to say, you know, whatever, you know, yeah, you know, Mr. House has this need, he needs to clear up in Cleveland. Let's come get this thing rectified, but that didn't take place. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that didn't take place, and I feel like that was disrespect to their part. And how do you feel about the media, how they twisted the story around and made it look like we were the bad guys? You know, I'm gonna say we because I'm in the hip hop scene, and I know how the fucking media works. You know what I'm saying?
Sold-out show here at the House of Blues on Sunday night. The group Bone Thugs and Harmony was pumping up the crowd when Fleshbone got busted right on stage. This is what he said before the show.
Yo, what's going on, baby? Bone Thugs and Harmony, Fleshbone in the building. We at the House of Blues. Hey, we chilling with the homie.
Fleshbone, a.k.a. Stanley House, was chilling with some new homies in the county lockup since his arrest Sunday night.
All of a sudden, I just see him getting snatched up. I don't know who's grabbing who. I'm trying to pull people off.
Fleshbone was arraigned this morning at the Justice Center. The jailhouse orange not as flattering as his hip-hop gear. When the cops arrested him, I wonder if they told him to put his hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Looks like they just cuffed him and put him in a waiting police cruiser. His sold-out show, now a bust.
No wrongdoing. Just snatched him up out of nowhere. Just snatched him up out of nowhere. It's ridiculous.
His stepson coming to his defense after the arrest. But how can you defend against a charge of assaulting your own mother? Bad example to set.
They misinterpret us as young adults. We're not the same as we were at 7, 14. Then you turn 21. And
Right.
then in these increments, we grow and develop and blossom.
Right.
You
live and you learn.
When I was 21, you can ask this man right here, Tone Grant. You can ask him right here. We was out of here, out of our mind. We was not in a sense, we was professional in a sense, but young.
Young.
Had vision. We was trying our best. But we were young then. We were wild then.
Right.
But we're not those same young adults anymore.
Exactly. We're older. We're on our older shit. We're on that positive shit.
Exactly.
You know, and so what the yeah, exactly. So what the media was talking about and putting their perspective and stuff like that, saying this and that about you, about
they misinterpreted it. They turned it into a buffoonery of exipade, whatever you want to call it, of misinterpreted what they call jumping to conclusions about whatever the facts may be, because you have to lay out all the facts before you start jumping to conclusion. While I was in Cleveland, I was like, wow, man, look at what everybody was like already making fun of the fact that I was getting ready to go back to prison.
Wow, I felt like the fans were pissed that they did that to you.
They was all, we got the newsreels. They on there said that I was getting ready to go back to prison.
That's
almost
crazy.
Damn near had me believing them. You know what I'm saying? Bone Thugs and Harmony is always in effect, no matter if you see Lazy, Flesh, Cray, Wish, Busy, Lay, Flesh, however, whatever you see, it's all Bone Thugs and Harmony. We loving it. We got the House Boys coming out. I even got an album coming out with Cray.
That's what's up.
Called Crazy by the Flesh. Y'all make sure y'all check and tune in. We got so much going on blended with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Not only that, fleshandboneglobal.com. Y'all check that out, www.fleshandboneglobal.com.
You got a Facebook?
Flesh and Bone BTNH or Stanley House. The Twitter, you can follow me at Flesh and Bone BTNH. That's at Flesh and Bone BTNH on the Twitter. You know, y'all can stay tuned. We got the newest, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna break out website and everything, new music and everything you can get your hands on, plus an opportunity for upcoming aspiring artists to showcase. Producers, web designers, you can even be a journalist in law school. Showcase on fleshandboneglobal.com. Right there, you'll get more exposed than you ever imagined.
Just let you
shoot me the bio and we'll link up.
That's
and
what's
I'll
up.
get you on the affiliated artists and we'll see what's going on. Check out Mopacino, Flesh and Bone in the land, Cleveland, Seatown, land of the heartless.
That's what's up,
We
baby.
got all this right here. All my folks over the globe.
That's what's up,
God
man.
is the greatest.
That's what's up. God is the greatest, brother, man. And one more thing, I want to ask both of you guys this. How do you guys feel about an Arabic nigga coming up like me, man? Honestly, man.
I need some of that Taliban shit.
Some Taliban shit, man. That's what's up, baby flesh.